Start stream. Grab the stream URL. You're receiving my content. You're receiving my content. Haha. It is the right stream, despite what's actually showing up. Give me a second or two to get my chat working. It helps if I can actually hear people. Shit, it's been half an hour. I didn't even notice. So, periodically, I will sit down and convert one of my little projects, one of my little fan arts, into a PowerPoint presentation, which is easy because in my case the file formats are pretty much 1:1, and yes, that ceiling looks terrible. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to. But, well, I'm doing this mainly for Grok, because Grok requested it, so I have this long fan art. Did it all come across right? Because sometimes they don't like come across properly, like things that are angled, like bend. That's meant to look like that. I'm still unhappy with it because people keep confusing it for something else. And then there's a map of the entire thing. And oh, good, that does line up properly. So, I like to pretend that I'm doing something complicated, but no, I'm not. I'm just going interaction. Go to slide. And that's 90% of what I'm doing. There's only like a couple of major differences, but it's pretty much it. I'm not quite certain why people expected something so complicated out of this, because it's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. But just to check, this drops you down here. Do the entire ladder because it's easy to do the entire ladder. My only major complaint is rooms like this, where now I've got to work out how to move screens, and one of the most obvious way of doing move screens would be to draw a shape. I can go that, and now I can just set this to be the background colour. So darker, darker. Attaboy. Except now this looks wrong, so what I can do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a bit here. I'm going to work out, because I can go, there should be a button on here somewhere that says export, and I don't know if you will see what the result will look like, but I can go export and dump this to somewhere, and it's jumping to this document. I don't need to export as a PDF, I don't need to export as a JPEG because it's going to annoy Apocrypha. Set the resolution to be subres. So 300 pixel centimeter at 10 pixels. 300 pixels at 10 pixel centimeter. So, yeah, that works. But now what this means is I now have this screen as a file on my computer somewhere. So what I can do is I can go insert, and I don't know if you can see this. If I go insert submine, there should be another 2, and now that's really terrible because it includes the edge, but I can drag that out. That's at the final screen size resolution. Furthermore, that's an export of what the so I guess if I wanted it a little smarter, I could do clever things. But if I go, and this is mostly just standard MS PowerPoint stuff when it works. Is it intersect? It should be intersect. Shapes. Nope. And excuse me a moment, I seem to have broken something. Of course they programmed it like that. I'm terribly sorry. I'll be right back. Oh shit, how do you... Oh, I'm going to need a new... Shit. So I keep forgetting that it's camera feed and not desktop. Right, so what just happened? I don't know what just happened, but we're going to have to start again. So this is me setting the page boundaries. Because when I set the page boundaries to be exactly the same as the original one, it gets all pissy at me, because, well, it does. Control A, delete to clear the... And now I can go into final ODD that you can't see, at least I don't think you can. I can go... I can click on one side at the side and go Control A and copy. I'm just like... I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have drawn this in the PowerPoint itself, but instead I did this in LibreOffice Draw and then manually ported it over. Apocrypha! God damn it, I deserved that. And apparently I spelled PowerPoint incorrectly as well. God damn it! Back to work. That's the right one, that's the right tab, that's the left tab, right tab, left tab. Close Microsoft Edge because it's Microsoft Edge. Fuck Microsoft Edge. So... Right, so what's currently going on is, currently I'm running into an issue whereby OBS is still recording the broken... I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have broken shit. Excuse me while I try and find which one this is. Oh, that's the draw document. That's the other draw document. There we go. Well, yes, goddammit you, but you... I want to say you're not being constructive, except that's exactly what you are being. Constructive. That document is still broken. Right, back to where we were. Interaction. Next slide. See, now what I was trying to do here was I was trying to be all clever and make it so that you can't see the interaction age. And while I can do that, I can't do that right now. Is it? Well, fuck. It's crashed, like, completely. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Is the other document, like, not broken now? No. I'll have to Control-Alt-Delete that later, but that then crashes all the documents simultaneously. God, don't you just love open source? Bill Gates doesn't. Now, I can't make it clear, because if I make it clear, you can't click on it, and if you can't click on it, then it doesn't, like, fuck, I don't know, you stops being useful. Because if you can't click it, what can you do with it? No, left. Either way, let's see if I can... Right now I'll just do interaction, later I'll make it look good. God, the lag is real. And last time if you don't want to try and close the other document, I've tried. Right, there we go. That should, well, it does look shit, but it'll look shit temporarily. You're gonna throw an error, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't like it when I try to save this document. Just this document. I don't know why. Right, so this now takes me to this page. This now takes me to this page. This ladder should take me to the next page, which drops me where? Here. Right, this should take me to... In theory I can like write programs that go with this, but... Previous slide. Yep. Ah, for the love of I'm going to be interrupted, aren't I? Right, so if you suddenly hear a pop noise, that's my microphone turning off. But I could go page or object, slide 1, slide 2. What I wanted to do is I want this one to go specifically to slide 5. Now, that sounds a little weird. But if I go directly to slide 5, that drops me off here. Which would be very convenient if I could, you know, like... And I want you to go to slide... Shit, I don't know, 8? 8. Yeah, slide 8. He goes to slide 8. It just feels like just like a CRT monitor, doesn't it? Yep, that's me. Excuse me. Damn it, here I am hoping I can look all professional and, well, like that's ever gonna hold up in a court of law. Oh, that is working. It just doesn't look like it's working. It's a chocolate shake. It just looks and tastes like vanilla. Yes, but that doesn't change the fact that I wanted a chocolate shake. That should go to slide 2, not slide 1 notes. Slide 1 notes. Slide 1 notes won't help you. Right, now here's where I like to think I'm being clever. This one goes to the next slide. This entire door, and I don't know why I'm trying to be clever and do this entire door and... Oh my god, why didn't I think of that sooner? I just realised how to fix these crappy looking slidal thingies. You're watching Editry Live. Not that it's worth the experience. Did I save the... Now, here's hoping this doesn't crash like last time. On that note, can you even see what I'm doing? I go now untitled to JPEG. That's going to be real screening quality here. This is what the actual thing looks like. I'm serious. Actually, no, let's not crop it yet. If I go... Area, is it area, or is it... Like, it's position and size that I want to tweak. Close area, close paragraph, open position and size. Hey, you're the one who said you wanted to see this. You're not. Groke is the one who said he wanted to see this, but same difference. Oh, you did too, but... And this isn't even PowerPoint. This is my copy of PowerPoint, and... Oh my god, did that... Are you keeping your ratios? You bad program, you. I don't mean that as a compliment. And... for the love of... Oh yeah, no, because I want it to be minus... -1, because, you know, there's such a thing as page margins. Now if I crop out... There. Now what that does mean is that's going to look a little strange, but in the final export it should, like, just work. Why is there a thin blue edge? New WWE Iambic Smackdown. I'm not even the person who originally wrote that joke. Comedy! I'm not a comedian. I didn't write that joke either. And this can go to page object slide 5. And now we can export. Shit, like I know what I'm doing. I don't want to export it to PDF because while that exports everything, it also exports everything, and... Oh, that's what I did. I exported them as JPEG files. That's what summoned you. I'm exporting it. I'm exporting them as JPEGs in submachine quality. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna be in so much trouble for that, aren't I? Don't worry, they're not going on your precious wiki. The major reason why I wanted to do this is I have three 3 things I want to do on this page with this one image. So next obvious is to go file, insert image, untitled 3 JPEG. Untitled 3 JPEG, and then I've got to fix all the things. -1, -1, 32, 32. And now that I've fixed all the important details, copy. Because the first thing I want to do is this side, of course. This does mean that all the sides are not going to be even, but, well, screw being even. Repeat that, because I want to do this on the other side too. And one more time, because I've got a bit of a surprise. This was literally a page I drew in a day. I lied, 2 days, but still. What I'm about to do next is I am adding something I drew quite recently, as in I finished it like at about 3 o'clock today. Hey, you can't tell. Seamless. It's not seamless, it looks shit, but God help me. But no, this is where I like to think I'm being clever, because on this one I'm not going to go fancy. I can go previous slide, and this takes you here. And I don't need to do anything on this slide because, well, if I was actually running this as a presentation, which I'm not, I'm still like editing it. On that note, I need to put the interaction on this one as being previous. And you know what comes next. Export, import, crop. JPEG. I'm saving them all as untitled because, well, screw keeping these. I actually have them at correct resolution somewhere, but screw looking them up. 30. No, I want 300. $310. These are all 32 by 32 centimeters with 1 centimeter page margins, so they auto regulate themselves to be Of course you can think of several ways we can do that, Antaroinen, because you... Good God, man, what do you do in your spare time? Don't answer that. I want -1, damn it, -1! That's -10! Come on! Yeah, there we go. Right, now back to usual. Crop. Crop. You can tell when I've cropped it because the resolution just enhances. Direction, I can say go to next, because guess what? Next is... I snap my fingers. Actually, first thing I'll do is copy this, because it'll be easier if I, like, cheat. Because these two rooms are mirrored. Which means that if I just dump it on the end here and give it a... 180-degree flip. If my flip buttons were working, which they aren't, so I'm going to have to flip it manually. hate doing that. But now it lines up a little better. And then interaction, go to previous slide. So now I can go. And it doesn't do the noise yet, but I can make it do the noise. I have an MP3 file of the noise somewhere. And didn't I put the I didn't put the interactions on these, did I? No, I didn't. This should go to slide object 2. This should go to slide object 8. Let's go to slide 8, in fact. Let's shift slide 8. This is 12 slides long. Look at me, all being smart. Okay, then you won't. You won't? What? Oh, right, you won't. You guys know the drill by now. No. We want to annoy APOC. We want to annoy APOC more. Untitled5.jpg. I mean, I keep meaning to clean out my hard drive, but think of it as giving myself the incentive. I tap tab twice. That means you. Yeah. See what? So you only work when I'm looking at you. Is that how this works? Of course it is. And then insert image. Right, that auto renders to the top of the page, so give it a second or two to spin its bits, and I'll remember how it works eventually. Don't get me started on why I chose the phrase spin its bits in particular. And I do not mean windmilling. And somehow I've managed to keep 3 people interested. Well, damn. -1 tab, -1 tab, 32 tab, 32. -1. No, -1, not -33. I'm sorry, I'm not at all certain why I thought doing this would be a good idea. And copy now, because it'll be a lot easier to copy it. Finish it now. Wait for quality drop. There we go. And crop this one too. This one should lead from slide 8. I believe this should lead to slide 6. So I say no, slide 5. Right? If I click this and it takes me to the right place, we'll know. Yep, there we. That's one advantage. It doesn't do the weird slidey ch-chung thing that Flash did, because that's how Matt was moving things. I like the weird slidey ch-chung thing, but you can't do that as a slide transition. At least I don't think you can. I think I could probably trick this into doing that as a slide transition. Right, so now I want you to go to slide 9, so that's next slide. Next slide. Maybe at some point I'll sit down and design what this screen looks like and make it so you click on this and it does that, but right now I can't be asked. Joke's been done to death at this point, so... "24-bit true colour." Yeah, okay. Keep in mind that eats like a couple 100k of memory every time I do that. I feel so proud of myself for like destroying my computer one byte at a time. Maybe at some point I'll make it so that the light switches work too, but well, it's a lot more complicated than that. It's doable. It just involves like doubling the slide count, and I can't be certain, but I think we've gotten to the point where the slide count is so high I can't save the document because it's lagging itself to death to do that. I already had a copy of that. What? Why? Make sure you only highlight the bit that says CM, because if you don't highlight the bit that says CM and instead highlight the bit that says M, so that you trim the C off when you try and retype that, it will convert to meters and it will shift it 100. Why is that going up? I'm pressing down. Why does pressing up make it go up? Why does pressing down make it go up? I'm an idiot. I should have turned on keep ratio. That means when I type... two keys, like, you know, 32... like, you know, 32. For the record, that is just normal text, and I feel kind of sad, because for all the other ones, I didn't do just normal text, I was, like, clever and made custom text. It was still just normal, like, typing, but it was... the font was still normal. The text itself was, like, customed. Which means that it does indeed look kind of decent, even on Submachine resolution. I did go back and play Sub 10 again, so I could check what that text should be, by the way. Yeah, rage at me for not memorizing the... This is slide 9, I want you to go to slide 8. Go to slide 10 because this is slide 9. I don't want you to go to slide 10 because slide 10 is that room there. I want you to... So my subconscious tried to stop me there and it failed. I want you to go to slide 11. I want you to interaction go to next slide. Interaction, you go previous slide. I like to think that this little edge portal came out quite nicely. If I was working in Flash, I could probably trick these lines into being a bit smoother, and I could make it so that that swings in the breeze when you mouse over it, but... admittedly, then again, if I was working in Flash, I could probably figure out a way to get that to be one smooth curve rather than this, what I feel is quite neat, method of, like, I built a tripod. I feel proud of myself for the tripod trick. This Oh, trust me, this looked better in my head before people tried to convince me on how to draw it. Let's just try and get over this page as quickly as possible. On the bright side, this does look kind of weird and terrible, but yeah, it's probably not great for Submachine, because Submachine's Submachine and it has got all its cool nuances to it. But I'm thinking this would be pretty decent for a game like 10 Gnomes. That's something I intend to test. I have a building planned out. I have acquired keys to the building. Legitimately. And they're gonna let me in, so I can go and like take over the course of like a Saturday afternoon a bunch of photographs of this. It's not rickety, but it's an old building and it kind of knows it. Right. This should go to slide 9. Go to page or object, slide 9. This should go to the next slide. Now, from this point on, it doesn't matter. And did I do the back one too? Slide 9. Next slide. Export. JPEG. Eight. $300 by 10. Thank God this is over. In retrospect, I could have probably skipped out the. See, now you say that. Well, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. But, he certainly didn't object. But in all seriousness, thought that, again, I type in 32, it types 48. See, originally I did this as Groke requested that I make something like this on the grounds of he wanted to know how I did these. And I might just at some point I'm going to be able to direct him to this, and he's going to be able to sit down and watch this and go, well, that was shit. And again, here's me being, as I like to call myself, clever. I can just make this go to previous slide, because guess what? These two rooms loop. Well, my goodness, they would. So now I can start from first slide. And it's... How do you fuck that up? How? How do you ruin this so badly? It's me. But I'm happy about this bit because it means I can do this and I can zoom in, and there were no like, don't even imagine it as like a screw head, but I didn't rivet those in place. But I can feel happy now because these don't like line up with the edge of the. Oh, it's compressing the thing. Right. Right. And then there's a map of what this looks like. It does not have the room behind the dormitory, and it's out of date because this includes... No, it's in date because it doesn't include the... No, it is out of date because it includes the canteen. But I'm going to end this here because, well, I've pretty much shown you everything that I really sort of do for this. It's all the complicated stuff, and that's kind of what I wanted to see. Now it's just like fine-tuning everything because I fucked up a lot. But you have to make sure that the pictures fit and so on. If you need clarification, don't ask me. Or do ask me, because I will clarify things. But for now, I'm going to go stop this and go do a call with you, because